Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and this is your weekly tarot card reading. And for this reading, I'm using my Druidcraft Tarot deck. Okay, so I'm going to start by drawing 3 cards, and I just want to get a little bit of a peek into the upcoming week and see how we can fully utilize the energies and the opportunities that are going to be coming to us this week. So start with the first card, which represents Monday and Tuesday. Okay, and we've got, oh, it's so bright. I hope you can see that card. There, okay. We've got the Princess of Wands, which I believe would be the Page of Wands in a Rider-Waite deck. So we've got the Princess of Wands to start us off with the week. And I feel like this is significant. I think it's showing us that we're going to be starting the week with a certain kind of burst of energy and enthusiasm, almost kind of like a similar energy to the Fool tarot card. So that sort of youthful kind of energy with optimism and excitement. The beginning of the week is a good time to really take your passions seriously. And don't be afraid to invest time, energy, or money into pursuing your passions and learning more about what it is that really lights you up. I feel like many of us are sort of taking the first steps on a new path, and this can feel like sort of that dawning kind of interest in something, like a particular hobby or skill or something. And sometimes we might kind of talk ourselves out of it, like, oh, I already have too many hobbies, or I don't have time for that, or that's silly, I should be focusing on this. But I really encourage you to take that little voice seriously, that little voice that encourages you to sort of learn more about the things that interest you and kind of spark your passion and your creativity. Now, moving further into the week for Wednesday and Thursday, we've got the Queen of Swords. So we've got 2 court cards here. Now, the Queen of Swords has a very, very different energy compared to the Princess of Wands. This is a more mature, serious, more analytical kind of energy. And I feel like this is showing us a couple things. One is that we're going to be called upon to engage those aspects of our personality. So you might find yourself in a situation where it's really beneficial for you to kind of channel your inner Queen of Swords. So to, look at a situation with a strong, rational mind, to really analyze something, and to be very almost like detached from the outcome of things, to kind of be kind of cool, calm, collected. Like I said, it's a very different energy than the Princess of Wands, which is more of a fiery, kind of passionate, youthful energy. So I see the Queen of Swords as signifying maybe having to make some decisions in the middle of the week, but she's also she's all about communication. The Queen of Swords is like a master communicator, and she communicates with such sharpness and clarity, and this can come in handy if you're trying to get your point across, or you're trying to maybe talk to someone and communicate your ideas or what's important to you. So I also see the middle of the week as a really good time for clear, open, and honest communication. The only warning here is to not be too sharp-tongued, and to communicate clearly, but don't be so clear that you're blunt and hurtful. You want to kind of consider the other person's feelings when you're communicating, and yeah, just make sure that even though you're communicating something clearly, you also want it to be kind as well. So moving on to the end of the week, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we've got Strength. And the Queen of Swords and Strength to me are very similar in that they both illustrate a certain kind of strength and maturity. But while the Queen of Swords is a strong communicator and she has a strong mind, the woman in the Strength card her strength is a little bit different in that she can maneuver in a situation that might feel very volatile or very dangerous to others, but the woman in the Strength card keeps cool, she keeps calm, and she's very gentle and compassionate and kind in her dealings with others and in the way that she handles certain situations. So it's more of a, they're both cards of quiet strength, but the woman in the Strength card, this is more of like a soul deep kind of strength. And this card can come up when you're required, or not required, but when you're called upon to exercise a certain kind of, I want to say soul strength, but that's probably not going to make sense. A kind of, it's a spiritual, that's what I'm thinking of. It's kind of like a spiritual kind of strength. Now this can come up for you if you feel like you might be, I don't want to say in a difficult situation, but you're going to be called upon to tap into some of that spiritual strength. And this will kind of be helpful if you are very clear on kind of who you are and what's important to you. And yeah, okay, so I'm going to take a step back and look at all of these cards together. It's funny because these are all women. These are all kind of women on their own in these cards. So I feel like this week is really full of feminine energies. And when I say feminine energies, I mean this is a good week for us to be very receptive, very open, creatively, but open to listening to others and listening to what others tell us, how others might feel, and just practicing that sort of deep, open listening without judgment. And another thing I'm getting from this is that this is very much, like I said, it's a feminine kind of energy week for us. And so this is about getting in touch with our feminine side. So like I said, you know, the receptive side, the creative, nurturing, you know, our nurturing abilities. But all these women are very, very, they're very, I want to say strong, but that's not quite the word I'm looking for. They're very bold, especially the Princess of Wands and the Lady in Strength. They're looking right at you, and the Queen of Swords isn't. She has her eyes closed, which actually makes me think about going within for answers. So I feel like the middle of the week is a good time for you to go within for guidance and answers about how to communicate to someone clearly. But as you can see, all of these women are very, very, very bold. So I feel like many of us, even though we're exploring, you know, issues of strength, issues of, you know, spiritual strength, communication, following your passion, etc., etc., we're also kind of doing that in a really bold, not a standoffish way, but a really strong kind of way. So I feel like many of us are actually going to be feeling quite strong this week and confident in a way that's very different from maybe how you felt before. So I feel like confidence is another big theme of this week as well. So that's actually very good if you're planning on like doing any kind of performance or presentation or something like that. It's always good to have that, or even like going out on a date or meeting new people, going into new kind of situations. It's always good to have that strong sense of confidence. Okay, so that has been your weekly tarot card reading. My name is Kate. I'm from dailytarotgirl.com, and I just want to say, oops, there's the train. I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and have a lovely, beautiful week. And as always, please feel free to add your own interpretations in the comment section below.